Hi there, Lovatics. When you heard Demi Lovato was coming back to the show, you tweeted and Facebooked your questions for her, and Demi is here to answer. Our first is a fun one from Twitter, Demi. If you could only listen to one album and watch one TV show for the rest of your life, oh, that would drive me crazy, by the way, what would they be?
Ed Sheeran, and whatever his new album is, I don't know what it's called, I just listen to every single song on it, note word by word, and Homeland.
Homeland.
I'm obsessed with Homeland.
Yeah, it's good. All right. Grace wants to know what you do to warm up before you start to sing. And could you do a little Demi for... Demi, could you do a...
I can do some Demi for you.
Could Demi do a little demo for us?
I do these things that, like this. They're like... And like I do that over and over. I do like some really, really loud vocal warm-ups but I also do a lot of stretching because and jumping around. It gets your blood going.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Mary Jo tweeted and asked, what was your first song ever about? What was your first song ever about? Did you used to make up songs when you were growing up? And what was your first hit?
I'd like to think that my first song I ever wrote was a hit, but unfortunately it was about butterflies and like puppies or something.
Yeah.
I think I was about 7 years old and I wrote it. It was about having butterflies in your stomach when you like a boy and all that stuff.
Do you remember it?
Yes.
Can you sing a little bit of it?
Oh my God, okay. Butterflies, if only you could, oh wait, no. Butterflies, weak in the knees. If only you could see the butterflies in me.
That's good. That's good. How old were you when you wrote that?
I think I was like 7. I can't believe I just did that.
We like it.
Thank
and what was
you.
your first hit?
I don't know my first hit. What do you guys think? Get Back, or another song that's really embarrassing called Moves Me. But I guess, you know, Skyscraper really broke out for me. Which was a really, really incredible time in my life. I finally felt like I was breaking out of the Disney mold and taking a more mature route in my career, so that was awesome.
When you heard that song on the radio for the first time, was that an incredible feeling?
Absolutely. I think it was actually here in New York. It was just so amazing, and I was so excited. It's so surreal, too, and even now when I hear Heart Attack on the radio, and soon Neon Lights, it's still... Thank you. It's still so surreal to me, and I always blare it, and I'm like, I don't care if I look like an idiot. Driving down the street, I'll roll down the windows like, that's my song!
Well, Demi Lovato, it's so good to see you. Thank you. And thank you all for tweeting your questions. Don't forget to watch Demi right here on Katie. We'll see you later. Before we go, I'm just curious, it strikes me as I'm sitting here talking to you, Demi, that you're 21, you grew up sort of in the Disney world. You've been on television, as we saw with Barney, since you were an itty-bitty girl. And I'm watching you mature, and I'm wondering about your thoughts on Miley Cyrus, because Miley, I think, is trying to evolve and become more sophisticated, and there is an awful lot of controversy surrounding her right now. And what are your thoughts about that?
I think she knows what she's doing. You know, a lot of artists take that route of, you know, shock value. And that's totally fine, and that's great, but I think that she has such an incredible voice that's overshadowed by some of the things that she's doing, and that's, you know, it's her journey. She's having fun, she's being who she is, and we'll always love her. She's been one of my friends since I was like 14. But everyone's on their different journeys right now, and she's doing that, and she's having fun, so, you know, power to her.
I know that she's getting a lot of flack, you know, from a lot of parents and, you know, who knew her as Hannah Montana, and suddenly it's like, oh my gosh, this is just too much, pushing the envelope too much. Do you feel for her? Because, gosh, it seems like she's at the epicenter of conversations, or do you think that's part of her goal, to be talked about?
I think, you know, like I said, she knows what she's doing. People are talking about her. People are talking about her VMA's performance, and now twerking, I think, is in the dictionary. So, you know what? She's a businesswoman, after all, and that's what she's doing. And like I said, power to her. I think that the world kind of needs to get over the fact that she was Hannah Montana when she was 16 or whatever. You know, same thing with me. I guess my transition was a little easier because I went straight to rehab, but I didn't twerk. I just went to rehab. But you know, it's something that is just, you don't, like, nobody knows her and nobody really knows who I am. And same with, you know, Selena and Jonas and everybody who's grown up in front of the public eye. And we're adults now. And like, I'm 21. What? Like, that's crazy. And I'm nowhere near the same person as I was when I was 15 or 16, thank God. But I've learned a lot and I've grown up, and we're all in the process of doing that. So go a little easy on me.
No matter how far we go, I want the whole